This is a 2020 Subaru Ascent, and this is the Touring trim level, and today we're going to review it. Today we're working with our friends at Luther White Bear Subaru in beautiful White Bear Lake, Minnesota. Hey folks, I'm Rob.
And I'm Nathan.
And we are Two Guys in a Ride. Say today, Nathan, what are we taking a look at?
Hey folks, today we're taking a look at a beautiful Subaru Ascent 2020 in the Touring trim level.
That's right, but before we do, if you want to keep up to date with all the new cars, trucks, and SUVs out there, and you want to know how to operate all the infotainment systems in them, plus you like cool collector car stories,
take a moment to hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell notification up above so you never miss a video.
That's right. So what do you say, Nate?
Oh, let's go for a ride. Oh boy, what a pleasure to drive. We've both had a little chance to drive it around a little bit today, and I absolutely love it. The ride is very comfortable. The seats are well bolstered. You've got some extra thigh support down here that's manual that you can use in addition to the 10-way power seats. So very, very comfortable. I love the Java brown on the seats. I really like those, and I think they'll wear well. As far as, you know, if they spill on them, whatever, hiding colors a little bit. Getting in and out, it doesn't matter, you know, first or second row, both are very easy to get in and then get back out again. The interior, everything is just right there by your hands. You got a plethora of steering wheel controls, you've got voice command, you've got your trip computer or your driver's computer screen controls right on the steering wheel. You have a secondary screen up here for some other systems, but that's easy to get your hands on too. Nice big 8-inch screen. The camera, it has a rear view backup camera, and it has a 180-degree front camera. So all right, so we're gonna find a spot and pull over, and we'll let Rob drive.
Okay, so my turn. And you know, I was saying to Nathan how quiet this is, and it is. You know, we haven't taken it out on the highway, but we have been on city streets and we've been in traffic, and it's very, very quiet inside here, and I like that. You can hear me okay, can't you, Nathan, in the third row?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not bad at all. I love it. Whoa.
Yeah, it'll put you in the seat.
It'll pick up pretty good. Yeah, and I'll tell you about the horsepower ratings and stuff like that in just a few minutes when I do the exterior review. But I really do like all the safety systems on here. It's really cool. Now, the interior trim, fit and finish, and colors, it looks really, really nice. I gotta say, Subaru's really stepped up their game in the past several years, and their interiors are really coming through and really shining through. I like the screen. I like the way they've done the whole dashboard area here in the middle. You've got all the nice bright gauges here in the middle as well, in the driver's information area, and you know, it's really pretty cool. And like I said, it does have a lot of safety features built into it. I'll cover some of those on the exterior review. We do a full separate video of the whole infotainment system and how to use all the technology in these new vehicles. Well, we've introduced a new segment as well called Fast Takes, to where maybe you don't want to watch a 15-minute video that shows you everything to do with the infotainment system. Maybe you just want to learn how to set navigation or pair your phone or just change the date and time. Well, we also have those videos, and we'll post the links to those as well as the full infotainment video down below and also up above. So up next, my exterior review, so keep watching. With its standard all-wheel drive and exceptional ground clearance, the Subaru Ascent ensures that families will safely reach their destination no matter the weather. The Ascent's lengthy list of standard features, user-friendly infotainment system, composed handling, and spirited powertrain will certainly impress. It's a well-designed family hauler equipped with a high level of safety features for a reasonable price. It's a smart choice and one that lets its rugged personality with tall outback lines shine through on every occasion. This is the 2020 Subaru Ascent Touring, presented here in crystal white pearl with a Java brown interior. Now the Ascent is available in 4 trim levels starting at $33,005. The Premium starts at $35,405. The Limited starts at $40,355, and the Touring starts at $46,055. Out front there are LED steering responsive headlights and LED fog lights. The headlights are also auto on off, and they are linked to the windshield wipers. You'll also see there is the chrome grille surround, and you do have the black grille, and it does have the black lower bumper rub strip with chrome trim right here by the LED fog lights. Up top, the windshield features wiper de-icer and rain sensing wipers. Okay, under the hood, the Ascent is powered by a 2.4 liter double overhead cam turbocharged engine producing 260 horsepower and 270 pound-foot of torque. It's then driven by a Lineartronic CVT transmission with paddle shifters, and it features Subaru's Symmetrical all-wheel drive. Let's take a look around the side. Taking a look along the side, just to let you know, the Ascent is built on the Subaru Global platform using extensive high-strength steel. Now that platform is designed to provide exceptional crash safety, a quiet interior, and excellent driving feel. Now, on the wheel and tire package, you have 20 by 7.5 inch aluminum alloy wheels that are dark gray with a machine finish, and they're wrapped in 245/50 R20 102H all-season tires. It also does have four-wheel anti-lock brakes with 13.1 inch and 13 inch brake rotors front and rear. I like the matte black surrounding the wheel well trim, and then of course the lower body rocker panel trim, as well as the chrome spear that's there as well. Now up front, the Ascent features front coil springs with gas pressurized shocks, and out back it does have an independent double wishbone suspension with anti-roll bar. Now you see it does have the satin chrome power folding side mirrors, and it does have the integrated turn signals. There's also a keyless accents, and it does have the chrome door handles, also chrome belt line and window trim as well. Up top, there's a power tilt sliding panoramic glass roof, and you see the raised roof rails as well. And there is also on the side glass, you do get the privacy glass on the windows. Let's take a look out back. Okay, out back there is a rear body colored spoiler, and this is a power lift gate with height memory function and vehicle lock button. Now this is a fixed yet heated rear window with wiper, and you can see the high resolution backup camera here, and it does have LED brake lights. However, the turn signals and the backup lights are incandescent. I do like the chrome trim that runs between the tail lights, and below you see the black bumper rub strip, parking sensors, and you also see the dual chrome exhaust tips down below. And I do like this chrome rub strip here for when you load cargo in and out. Okay, let's check out the cargo area. Now inside there's 86.5 cubic feet with all the seats folded. It does have 47 cubic feet with the third row folded, as you see here. And then with all the seats in place, you do have 17.8 cubic feet. Now, the cargo area length from here to the back of the front seat, so you got the second seats folded, it's 82.5 inches. The cargo area width at the belt line is 47.2, and at the wheel housings, the width is 45.9 inches. The cargo box height is 33.9 inches, and the load floor height is 32 inches from the ground, and it also does have underfloor storage here. Okay, let's talk about some of the safety features on this vehicle. You do have blind spot detection with lane change assist, rear cross traffic alert, reverse automatic braking, I like that feature, vehicle dynamics control, hill descent control, traction control, system active torque vectoring, trailer stability assist, electric power assisted steering, and EyeSight driver assist technology. Now, EyeSight monitors traffic movement, it optimizes the cruise control, and warns you when you're swaying outside your lane. The automatic pre-collision braking feature can even apply full braking force to bring you to a complete stop in an emergency situation. Now, let's talk about the dimensions. Okay, the front track is 64.4 inches, the rear track 64.2 inches, overall width 76 inches. Now its overall length is 196.8 inches, height of 71.6, and wheelbase of 113.8 inches. Base curb weight 4,603 pounds, has a ground clearance of 8.7 inches. It also does have an approach angle of 18 degrees, a departure angle of 22 degrees, and a breakover of 18 degrees. Its turning circle is 38 feet. It has a fuel tank capacity of 19.3 gallons, and when properly equipped can tow up to 5,000 pounds. Now, let's talk about our spade scale, safety being first and foremost. Well, this does have blind spot detection with lane change assist, rear cross traffic alert, reverse automatic braking, active torque vectoring, and much, much more, as I covered earlier. Performance, 0 to 60 in 7.3 seconds, quarter mile in 15.8 seconds at 89.2 miles per hour. Braking, 60 to 0, 118 feet. Now, appearance. Well, it has a muscular image with a tall hood and bulbous wheel well flares, and there's no denying its close relationship to the Outback. Definitely thumbs up on that. I love the looks of this vehicle. Dependability. New car limited warranty, 3 years, 36,000 miles. It does have a powertrain limited warranty of 5 years, 60,000 miles. I really like this. It does have a wear item limited warranty for 3 years, 36,000 miles that includes brake pads, wiper blades, your transmitter batteries, and your key fob, and even clutch linings with those that have manual transmissions. That's really awesome. Fuel economy, 26 highway, 20 city. So now it's time to check in with Nathan as he shows us the interior and all the technology that's built into this 2020 Subaru Ascent Touring. If you haven't already done so, please take a second, click the like button down below, and also click that subscribe button. Gotcha. Keep watching, folks. Over to you, Nate.
And sipping on the inside of the 2020 Subaru Ascent, we've got a really nice color combination on the door. You've got the wood grain look right here, and then you've got the dark brown along with the Java brown here, and then the ivory white right there, which just makes for a nice color combination. And then down here you've got your lockout. You have rear window controls. The front two are auto up and down with pinch control, your unlock and lock buttons, and then your mirror controls along with your power folding mirror button. Up here you do also have a 2-person memory setting for the seats. And then down here you've got some nice storage. You do have a bottle storage along with some extra storage left and right. And then down here you have part of your Harman Kardon sound system, which has 14 speakers. Okay, moving over here to the seat, you've got a 10-way power control. Okay, coming under here, you have a nice footrest. You got your foot feet, and then Subaru makes it really easy to get at your fuses. So you can see the panel right there. It's just really nice. And then coming back up here, you've got a few buttons right here. All right, down here you have your traction control button. Over here you have your blind spot warning and your backup sensors on or off. You have your tailgate open or close. You have all lights on or off, and then you have a memory button to set the opening position of the rear door. And then of course here you just have your dashboard lights, which you can dim or brighten. Moving on up a little bit, you do have a nice little cubby hole here. This does fit a full-size smartphone or a wallet. It makes just for a nice storage area. All right, so let's go to start. Of course, it is a push start. I always love the way the dials spin. All right, so basically up here in the center of the dash, you have your digital information center. So you've got this top screen changes. That has a lot of information that you can toggle through with the switches that are below on the left of the steering wheel. And then down here are some of your safety systems that show up depending on what mode you're in. And then down here, things are like your gear selector and then your trip meters. And then of course we have an analog RPM gauge, an analog speedometer, as well as an analog fuel gauge and temperature, engine temperature. So going on back here to the steering wheel control, there are a lot of things on here. First of all, you do have paddle shifters, even though this is a CVT transmission. You also can switch into manual mode with the gear selector before you use the paddle shifters. Okay, over here on the left side of the steering wheel, basically we have all media controls. So you've got volume up and down, you've got selectors go left or right for maybe a radio station or something. You can switch between sources, and then you have a voice command button. Down here you've got your phone on and phone off. Down below that there are 3 buttons. Maybe I'll spin the wheel a little bit here so we get a little better picture of them. But here they are. So basically these 3 buttons run your driver's information center up there. Okay, over here you do have a heated steering wheel button on the right side of the steering wheel. And then the other buttons over here, okay, you have your cruise control on or off, and this does have fully adaptive cruise control with stop and go on it. You've got your lane centering. You have your gap setting, increase gap, decrease gap, and then your resume and set, and then plus or minus with that dial right there. Okay, moving on over to the center here, you've got a beautiful 8-inch infotainment screen. Subaru calls this a Starlink system. One of the things I personally like is it's still got a CD player. You have a home button here that's physical, and it does have a bunch of apps. This particular vehicle with the touring trim level has a 14-speaker Harman Kardon 792-watt sound system, and it's fantastic. All right, up here you do have a secondary screen that shows more driver information kind of things, and you can use these buttons here to scroll through that. It's also worth mentioning that if you press the view button here, this is where you get your front camera. Press it again, and it goes back to the regular screen. And then these buttons toggle up and down through all the different modes that you have. And we'll go through those more on our detailed how-to video. Okay, up here, this runs just like your smartphone, and it's worthwhile saying that it is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capable, and as well as Bluetooth. And it does have a Wi-Fi hotspot that's run through AT&T, and it comes with, of course, Subaru Starlink. Moving down, you've got a couple of physical buttons. You got an app button, you got a map button, a radio button, you know, forward, backwards, and then your media button. So everything's physical. You have a power on off, and then a tune and scroll button over here. Now, the climate control is a tri-zone temperature, or tri-zone auto climate control system, and you do have second row controls. So you can see right now I've got it set so that everything is synced together. This would be the second row, or the third zone. That would be the second and third row. And then you do have a physical sync button, which I like. You can access the rear control by pushing this button. And then one of the things I like, it doesn't matter which button you use, the passenger or the driver, but both will change. Okay? I like that. And then you can change the fan speed here or the mode. All right, down here the front seats are ventilated and heated, so they have 3-stage, and I like it how they use the same LEDs but they change color depending on if you're ventilated or if you're just you're heating. And then the passenger controls are on this side. Of course, you have your defroster here, which also turns on your heated mirrors, rear defrost, and then recirculatory. And then, of course, you can shut it all on or off, or you can shut just the rear on or off. Hey, moving down below that, you have a storage area here, but it does have a 12-volt 12-volt outlet, not a USB, a 12-volt outlet down there. Okay. But you do have USB outlets, and they are right here. They're 2.1 amps, and either one will connect to Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. And then you have a 3.5 millimeter audio jack if you would want to use that instead. Okay. Just to the left of that here, You have your auto vehicle hold button, so that's your automatic brake. If you come to a stop and you push the brake just a little bit, an icon looking just like this without the AVH will show up on the right side of your dashboard, and that will do the what we call an auto hold. So that's right there. This does have the X mode, so if you want to do a little more serious off-roading, you can just push and engage that. Down here you've got just a regular gear selector, park, reverse, neutral, and then this is where you would switch over to manual, and then you can use the paddle shifters. Down here you have an electronic parking brake, which is a pull to set the brake and then a push to release the brake. Two very nice cup holders with a pass-through here, so you can use it for a storage for a phone or something else just like that. Okay, let's move over to the center armrest. Kind of an interesting design. This side is a little bit longer than this side is. Not sure why that is, but it does make for a comfortable armrest. And if you're by yourself, it gives you a little bit longer extension for grabbing a cup out of the cup holder. All right, so let's open this up. And we have a nice coin tray with a little extra storage right here that comes out. And then you just have a very nice deep storage area here. It's quite big, and it is felt lined. There are no other buttons in here or lights or anything else, but it does provide a very nice storage, and you're not going to hear things rattle around because it's all felt covered. Okay, moving on up. You got the same kind of storage area on this side that you did have on the driver's side. So again, we'll fit smartphones, wallets, that kind of stuff. It'll make it easy to access. Below that, you have your glove compartment, okay, which has a very big set of manuals, but they're neatly bound and have their own case. But otherwise, it's felt lined and it's quite spacious. Okay, moving on up here to the mirror. Now, the mirror has a couple of special things. First of all, you've got your 3 home link buttons for your garage door openers. But you can set this so that maybe one button runs your garage door, but the other 2 buttons are set to some other smart item in your home. So you have to check the compatibility of your devices with the Subaru system. But you could control things like your lights or temperature in your house, different things like that that can be programmed in. Now, the way you're going to do that is these other 3 buttons right over here. This one here pops up a menu right inside the mirror. So we'll take a look at that for a second. Okay, so you have basically this far left button turns on there, the menu, and then you can use this button to scroll through. Okay, and if you want to do anything like you want to look at your compass, you can take and hit this first button again on the left, and then just you have like selections, display on, off, compass zone selection, compass calibration, and exit. Okay, and I'm just going to hit exit, and then this one is just a back button. Okay, now, it is an automatic dimming rear view mirror. However, if you pull this little switch back here, ta-da, you get one of my favorite things, and that is the digital camera. If you got some things packed in the back and your normal mirror can't see past them very well, flick that switch and you get your digital rear view mirror, which I absolutely love that feature. Moving up a little bit further to the roof here, we have got the dual stereo color cameras that help with the eyesight system in the car. And then you've got right here, if I click this, you do have sunglass storage right here. And if you click it up one more time, you have a conversation mirror. There's Rob. Just wondering where he went. Okay, over here, of course, is your dome light settings for coming on or off, whether the doors are open or not. Back here, you do have 2 safety system buttons. So this one is your collision mitigation, so your auto front braking system. You can turn it on or off here. And then your lane departure button is right here. This button will open and close your sunroof. This one will open and close the shade. Okay, the lights are just a push and they are LED. And then up here you have an SOS, and then you have a Starlink concierge button. So if you press this, it'll automatically connect you to a call center, and you can do things like ask for directions, get help booking a hotel, find a restaurant, that kind of stuff. Or if you have a flat tire on the road, you can call them and they'll arrange for help. The SOS button is for emergencies. So it connects you to the same center, but I imagine a different a different division of the same center, and they're only there to deal with emergencies. If you do have an accident, the SOS will automatically call emergency services for you. Okay, then moving over here to the sun visors. They are telescoping, and they are lit on either side by I believe it's an incandescent bulb. And this side is the same way. Okay, let's take a look at the second row. So stepping in the second row, one of the things I really like is the top cup holder. You've got another bottle holder down here, but I like that it's easily accessible, so you're not reaching down by your side and trying to find it. Your window switch control. I do like how this is designed. From a distance, it almost looks like this entire piece is the button. In fact, it's just this piece right here. And again, the nice wood grain pattern here, Java brown along with the ivory white. It just makes a nice combination. Another one of your 14 speakers right there in the door. All right, so the seat itself, this is, of course, has captain's chairs, and in the touring trim level, that's all you can get. You can get a bench seat in any other trim level except for the touring. So all I have to do is there is a button on the back side of the seat, and if I simply pull that up, it will tilt forward and slide. So you just push it back to get it back to where it was. You do have another lever here that allows you to recline the seat. Okay, and if you pull this one, you can also do the same thing I did with the seat back button, and you can push it forward. So there are really two ways to get the seat to move forward. So there is a third button down here that it's just a pull, and if you pull it, nothing happens. And it is numbered, so you know which one to pull. First one says 1 and one says 2. But it's to lay these flat. So if I pull this up, and it tilts this far, and then I pull the second lever that says number 2 on it, then it folds down. All right, so up here, we continue with the LED lighting that's on both sides, along with some of your vents for your climate control system here. And you do have seat pocket storage on both sides. It is it's very comfortable back here. I'm going to recline the seat a little bit. Right now, the seats, I left the front seat where I had it, and I've got, like, 4 inches of space, just plenty. And I love the fact that you have an armrest right here, and then you do have a pull lever at the bottom of the seat, so you can slide forward or backwards. So I'm going to pull it forwards just a little bit. This is very comfortable for me. I've got plenty of leg room, can reach in the pocket. Down here is your second row controls for the tri-zone auto climate control. And you have also dual stage heated seats on either side. Got fan control, temperature control, on, off, the different modes where the air will blow, and then of course auto. Down here you've got 2 USB out ports that you can use to charge your phones, in addition to a 100-watt 120 volt household plug-in. Down here is your cup holders, and these just expand to hold your cups. And I really like the flooring that they've put in here. They have the Subaru mats in here that cover everything to really help keep your carpet clean, and that is just really nice. It goes up between the captain's chairs and into the back row as well. All right, let's step into the third row. So in the third row seat here, first of all, I've got quite a bit of knee room here. I did have to readjust the seat. It didn't hold its memory as far when I put it back. So I've tried to readjust it as close as I could. But I've got, I think if I had it exactly, I'd probably have close to a half an inch of space between my knees and the back of the seat. But I'm not touching anything. Now, headroom wise, I've got about an inch. See right here that there's a grab handle, which I didn't notice till I got in the back, but there's actually a little grab handle for you to grab as you pull yourself into the third row. I think that's really nice. These are seatbelt holders. Now, there are 3 cup holders on the right side and 2 on the left. So if you are the most important person in the third row, which is pretty low on the totem pole, you want to sit on the right side, so you have the 3 cup holders. You have 2 USB charging ports back here. Wait, and now in addition to that, you have 2 of your Harman Kardon 14 speakers back here in the back row. And otherwise, though, it's very comfortable. I really like it. It's a 60-40 split back here, so you can put 40 side down with a 60 down, whatever you need. But quite comfortable, actually. So one of the other unique features are the grab handles right here. And so if you're traveling through between the seats, you have something to stabilize yourself with. All right, so my favorite thing on here is this view button. And if I click that, you see my front camera comes on. And it's 180 degrees, and I absolutely love that for pulling into park. It's such a nice feature to have. And then you've got some, you can see the red guidelines there, but that's my absolute favorite thing.
So my favorite thing on this vehicle is the overall look of the tail end. You know, a lot of cars and SUVs try to get extremely busy, and it's kind of a fail when it comes to the design. But this is pretty simple. It keeps its Subaru lines, and it's really clean, and that is my favorite thing. About all the new technology that's built into them, and you like cool collector car stories.
Take a moment to think about it.
Perfect. Yeah, I finally got mine right timing.
Quantify it.
Take a moment to remember what you're supposed to say. Hey folks, I'm Rob.
And I'm Nathan.
And we are
two guys.
It's quiet too.
Oh, I thought you just stopped talking for a minute. Well, all I can find is freeways here, so I don't know where Rob's going to get out and drive. Hey, tell you what, open the door quick, and once you get over to my side, I will, pull over. Maybe. Yeah.
I'm driving it by myself now. Woohoo!
I'll grab the other lever. Oh no, I grabbed the third lever. One of these will work.